Punch a chew.
Good evening, Geek Nation. I'm George, and this is That Geek Show, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest from the world of collecting movies, video game, TV, and tech. And I am back, and definitely feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. Thanks, Seth, for taking care of everything yesterday. I'm sorry I missed your show, bro.
Well, it's okay. Now it's my turn.
I know. With me, as always, breaking this stuff down, of course, is my hetero life mate, the Messiah of Friday nights, Seth. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, everybody? It's me, the Messiah of Friday nights. I'm sorry I'm like this. I got my coof shot today, and I'm just my second one, and I'm just like,
oh man.
No, I'm just like, what's poppin', everybody? It is me, your Messiah of Friday nights, your sole proprietor of the Hot Toys Lounge, your 1/6 scale supreme leader, your Hot Toys overlord, buttery smooth, and always on the grind, and the hardest working man on YouTube. What's going on, everybody?
Enough energy for that.
Right?
Know, right?
There you go. That was it. That took it all out on that.
And we won't hear from him the rest of the show.
Yeah. And good night, everybody.
Back as always is No More Mutants himself, my man Ralph. How you doing, man?
What's up, guys? Shalom, Mazel Tov. Happy to be here. Happy to be another week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. And coming back again for his second appearance on That Geek Show is my man Ron, the Century TMC. What is up, bro?
Mr. Stank, thank you very much for having me back. I am back, baby. It feels good to be back. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, man. Glad to see you here, bro. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's.
For Calvin, my brother from another mother, he may be coming on the show. I'm not quite certain. I shot him a message again to see if he can make it. If he can, then he'll probably pop in somewhere in the middle of the show. So we'll see what's up with that. Before we get started with the roll call, let's just give thanks to two new members. We got the Thor 2941 who just became a member. Thank you, buddy.
Hey,
nice. And we got Hiya Austria.
Hiya.
Kenny baby.
So thanks, guys, for being knights, and to all the other members who are knights. Thank you guys for supporting. So let's get on with roll call, and then we'll go over what we're getting into today.
Well, with that being said, folks, again, also do not forget we are on the road to 30,000 subscribers. We are less than 1,000 away, so please do your part, do your due diligence, tell your friends, tell everybody in the world. 30,000K, it needs to happen. We're less than 1,000. Also, we're giving away a quarter scale Hot Toy Boba Fett figure. We're also giving away, I believe, a gift card to Comic Concepts. Ooh, and yes. We also have some other prizes in store for you guys. So make sure you get us to 30,000, and then we will be doing that giveaway. Also, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all that other stuff. And also, do not forget about joining the Marvelous Knights YouTube group. For $1.99 a month, you get all kinds of epic, cool stuff. You get first access to videos, private member live streams, private member giveaways. You also get cool content now that me and George are working on that will not be offered to the public. You will only have to be a member in order to see this content. And you get to use cool emojis in the chats, whether it's leaving comments or in the live streams. So for $1.99, join. What do you got to lose?
Wait, it's $1.99? It's $1.99?
It's $1.99.
$1.99.
$1.99? You out of your mind? Fuck yeah, I'm out of my mind.
Cheaper than a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. So, all right, guys. So let's go ahead and do the roll call. So for the 66 people that are watching right now, thank you guys so much. Also, as you're coming in, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Let's see what we got going on right now in the chat. We got my man Len Hansen saying, good evening, everybody. We got Eddie, freaking love these live chats. We got the oldest, nastiest person, Old Nasty. What's going on? We got my man Primetime Reviews. We got Punisher XS. We got Hiya. We got Elijah P. We got Jason Nearmoff. We got Alan. We got the wisest of wizards. Craig's in the chat. My man from Half-Ass Reviews. We got Thor 2941. We got my man G-Force. We got Rob Swallow. We got Jedi Sizzle. We got Kulo. We got Ryder. We got Slum Alpha. We got Jason. We got WTF. It's Juan. We got the greatest name on YouTube alive, King Dingaling. We got Emperor Zerg. We got DCJRSRT10. What's going on? We got Elijah P. We got Big D. We got Joseph Azar. What's going on, Joseph? We got
Hey,
the
Joseph's in
Collectible
the
Warrior.
chat.
We got Gabriel Gutierrez. We got Ron Stewart. We got Benjamin Rue. We got Philip A. We got Stephen Bly. We got Sean Jones. Let's see. We got my man Diamond Dave's in the chat. The brightest of diamonds. What's up, Dave?
Nice.
Congratulations on picking up the frogs today. Good job on that find.
Frogs. Nice.
Yeah, we got our man Arch in the chat. What up, Arch? And we are all caught up, I believe. So, yo, drop a beat and let's get this shit on the road.
That's what's up.
Dale.
That's what's up, man. Joseph's in the chat. That's what's up. If you guys missed last week's episode, we had a really badass room tour of one of the coolest collections I've ever seen, Joseph's collection. And so if you guys missed that show, make sure you head back and go check that out. There's some really cool stuff. I'm gonna be working on getting some more guys like that. I'm actually lined up another one.
If you think you have a collection out there that is like the greatest collection known to mankind, go watch last week's Geek show. That collection will make yours feel completely inadequate. Just saying. I basically sat around after watching that video and thought about it. Well, because obviously I saw it.
We're still talking about it like an hour later.
Talking about it, yeah. It made me reevaluate my life goals. Because it's like okay, what does one have to do to achieve a room like that? So clearly, what I'm doing is not working for me in my life. So I need to reevaluate myself and get to a better place so I can one day too have a room with just hot toy boxes everywhere.
Wow. I got to watch that one.
Oh my dude, Ralph, you have no idea.
Ralph,
I was traveling last week and
dude.
I heard about it and man, I may have to sell my car.
Oh my god. Dude.
Like, is it necessary? I work remotely now. Do I need a car? I can Uber.
Listen, I've sold my soul so many times I can't even sell it anymore. It doesn't, it's like it's just you can't. We got more people coming in real fast. We got Omar Perez, we got Thornton Applebottom, we got my man Sleeping Collectibles, we got JJW. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining us as you are coming in. And yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on another guy who's got a huge, massive Star Wars collection that, I mean, it makes my Death Star walls look like this is like green screen behind me or something. I mean, this guy's got a really insane collection room. So we'll see. He's a really cool dude. I had a really long chat with him earlier this week before I got my shot. And he's a dope guy. So I think you guys are going to like that guy a lot. If you guys want to come back, Ralph, you better be here for that one.
I'll be here. I'll be here for that.
Ron, I know you like Star Wars too, so you should probably be on for that one too. So if you want to come on next week, I'll see if I can get him for next week. But whenever I get him, I'll let you know.
Done, please, yes.
All right. That way you can, sit there and I'll probably be drooling the whole episode.
Ooh,
so,
I just found a new name in the chat that I like.
What's that?
Carne Asada.
Carne? Oh, Carnage Asada.
Oh no, it's an H, I believe. Unless that's an smudge. M. Oh, it's a smudge on my screen. It looks like an H. No. Sorry, let me wipe that.
Carne Asada, and it got a smudge there.
Making me hungry, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So Ron, man, it's been almost a year, probably more.
Yeah, it's been right around a year. You guys had me on when I was just a little YouTuber infant, and
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, it's been a minute, but and it's good to be back, man. Yeah.
How's everything been going, man? I've been seeing the hunts. You've been doing good.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm having
some fun videos. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having fun, and that's why I'm doing it. And I've met some really cool people. So yeah, in the collection, a lot has kind of. I mean, you and I, we've talked a lot, and the back and forth, and trying to make decisions and decision making. I think in collecting these days is paramount, and it's difficult. And since I've last been on the show, I've definitely made some difficult decisions and moved away from some of the, as you guys know, moved away from a lot of the premium statue stuff that I had been collecting to focus more on my action figures and some 6-scale stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's hard decisions have been made since the last time I've been here, but I'm excited, for the direction of the channel and where my collection is going. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good stuff out there, and at some point you have to just kind of make and shape and put some boundaries around the stuff. That's what I'm trying to do.
Have you recently picked up any spider stuff?
Spider! I haven't.
Spider!
No. Spider! No spiders. No. enough. I think we've had enough spiders for the past year. Yeah, no spiders.
Sounded like a little bit of Sophie's choice had to happen over there when you had to make some hard decisions. So you had to pick, like, oh my God, which one do I keep or which one do I go?
Yeah, I mean, like, if I only collected statues, that would be one thing, but I don't. And it's like, it was hard for me to sit there and say, and obviously this is not my my illustrious toy room yet. We're in Boxville still, but it was hard for me to justify having, 3 or 4 XM pieces, and I'm looking at like, it's like $8 or $9 grand just kind of in 3 or 4 pieces, and it's like that would be, and also it's hard for me to justify some of the price points.
Yeah,
I know, especially since like I started collecting statues before a lot of this boom and buy no George too. Yeah. It's hard to. I think Tweeterhead's doing some really good stuff. Like, you're getting things at Sideshow PF prices from like 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, the price right.
They're doing the right thing right now. They obviously want people to buy their stuff, and I think even like that Skeletor bust, which looks amazing, priced at $1 grand. I mean, I think. So, and I'm keeping my Hordak Tweeterhead statue. I want to try and find He-Man and Skeletor. I'm hoping we see reissues of that from Tweeterhead, since that's the line that they resurrected from Sideshow. So that sort of stuff I'm gonna keep. I have some older Sideshow stuff like legendary scale busts that I love that I'm not parting with. But yeah, I mean, like it. For me, again, it was just decisions had to be made. There were some things that just weren't worth it for me as much as I love those things. And so I'm just focusing more on. I collect a lot of vintage toys as well. So at some point, it's just like I gotta cut some stuff out, and So, but it was not hard. Not easy.
We got some more people jumping in the chat. We got Sun Shadow Schematics. We got Mario Montez. How's it going? We got Jedi Master Northwest. We got Edwin Diaz. What's up, Edwin? We got Alex Figure Collector. Let's see who else we got, and I think we're all caught up.
I can understand where you're coming from, Ron, because like I think that's part of the reason why I was more comfortable with shifting over to Star Wars. As like I like to collect Star Wars, I like to collect X-Men, I like to collect Spider-Man, all these different things, G.I. Joe, and then if you start buying all of the statues just on that, you need a big room. You need a real big room, and
absolutely.
So at some point, at least for me, I was like, okay, I like to collect statues. I really don't want to get rid of the statues, and I still like to collect figures and all these other novelty little oddity things that I grabbed. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna aim at Star Wars and get anything Star Wars, and then we'll just see where everything goes at that point.
And you focused a lot. I mean, like I've seen your stuff change just by going back on the channel and seeing where it was. I remember just seeing, your main pieces and talking to you, George. And like me personally, I'm a comic book guy. I've always been, and PFs were always outside of my price point. They were just way too far. And I had a guy who was like bugging me, a friend of mine, you got to get one. You got to get one. So I actually sold a comic, and I said, okay, well, I'll get one. Well, this is 1 year later, literally 1 year later, I got 10. And I'm like, okay, but I've had to make adjustments because those are things that I actually wanted in my collection that I didn't have at all. I had, the little, let's say the diamonds and stuff like that. But I wanted something very, very nice. So, George and Man of Action Figure and a few others have helped me, accumulate those. And I've set my goal and I've accomplished it. And that's where I'm resting, I think, until I get my place.
That's what's up, man.
I guess I'm still an infant in this whole thing because I still have no direction where I'm going.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, you got a lot of good direction. Marvel's 6 scale back there.
I don't think I really have a direction because it's like, 1 week I'm buying figures, then 1 week I'm buying 6 scale figures, then all of a sudden now I'm caught up in Legos, and it's like, it's like make up your goddamn mind. It's like I feel like that clip from what is it, The Notebook, where Ryan Gosling's yelling at her, "What do you want? What do you want? I don't know what I don't know everything. What do you want?
I want the world."
Yeah. Emperor, I didn't pull the trigger on Optimus yet. I know it's a good price and everything, and it's a very good price, but I just can't. I don't know if I am going to. I want to get the 301 because it's little smaller, and I could put it somewhere, and it's not gonna be so bad. But that other one might be too much for me right now. Yeah, well, Seth, you know, where you're at is where I was before I started just focusing on one direction. I was like, man, I like Iron Man. I want Spider-Man. I want, you know, X-Men. I want Star Wars. I want everything. Anything that looked cool, I would go and pick up, you know. And it's awesome. It's fun. But then what happens is that you want the companion for whatever it is that you're getting. And then it turns into this mess at that point. It's like, I don't know what to get at that point. And you start, you know, you don't have the money to grab the ones that you really want. You know, and you end up spending
you spent it on other things, yeah. You know, and that's the funny thing is, so it's like, you know, I'm walking in the stores because God forbid, you know, I'm in every single store every day of the freaking week. So, you know, and I come across the Lego Ecto 1, and I call George, and I'm like, hey, he's like, what's up? I'm like, I'm staring at the Lego Ecto 1. He's like, oh, good for you. And I'm like, well, I'm like, should I buy it? He's like, well, if you want it, buy it. He's like, you know, we could do a Lego build together. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that'll be cool. And I'm like, you know, and then I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this, but I'm only sticking to the vehicles. And then that's the thing. So then ever since I bought that, like I start walking up and down. Now I don't record myself walking up and down the Lego aisle because I don't, you know, because it's just whatever to me. So then I'm walking down the Lego aisle and I see, okay, there's the Charger from Fast and Furious. Okay, that thing is kind of cool. It's an iconic car. I'm like, but do I? And I'm like, I can hold off on that for right now because, you know. Then I start walking down towards the other end, and then I see the Venom bust and the Carnage bust, and I'm like, fuck, I really want those. Those things are so freaking cool. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to walk away. And then, of course, my hunt video drops today. And what happens? Well, I bought the Lego Carnage and Venom. It's like, you know, giving into temptation. And now everybody now, see, because OG Geek started this. I make one comment about Legos, and he's like, sooner or later, he's like, here comes the Lego Lounge. You know, and it's like, you know, and it's like, fuck. And I'm like, the Lego Lounge is not happening. And see, now everybody in the chat is like, Lego Lounge.
I'm kind of looking forward to the Lego Lounge, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely coming, so that's more inevitable than Thanos for sure.
And hanging, you know, and the funny thing is hanging out with Dub and Josh. You know, and they're telling me all about the Legos.
They're big
Lego,
on it.
All the Lego stuff. Yeah. And but see, the thing is that they like doing like the towns, you know, and all that stuff. And I'm not into that because that's too much of a space. Space
take up a lot of space.
Yeah, but it's cool though that they do it. But it's like, you know, if I'm doing Legos, I like the vehicles. I think the vehicles are the coolest thing that Legos make. Like the next vehicle that I definitely have my sights on that I want more than anything is that I want the Tumbler.
The Tumbler.
I want the Tumbler.
That's a hard one to get.
Yeah, it is a hard one to get. And also, when I'm even walking down the aisles, I see the James Bond Aston Martin, which is a freaking cool.
That's dope too. Yeah,
that's cool too. So it's like, shit, man. It's like, okay, I got Hot Toys. That's enough. I'm like, do I really need to, you know, Legos?
Yeah, Lego's not cheap either. I used to collect a lot of. At one point years ago, I probably say like 7-8 years ago now. I had like a 40 by 40 by 40 table mock. I just did Castle because that's mostly what I'm interested in when it came to. Oh, I had some Star Wars stuff, but I had a mock Castle display, and I was like buying stuff from like the 80s and not like Dark Forest and Fright Nights and a lot of old school stuff like the Capri trees, which are like impossible to find off a third party site. And I had a pretty big like medieval display, and I loved it. And it took me like a year and a half to get everything where I wanted to have it. But then once I started to like buy more action figures and then get some statues, I'm like, where is this going to go? What am I going to really do with this?
My thing with the Legos is that you don't really like, it's not, I mean, some of them are expensive. Like especially me, I'm a bougie Lego collector. I like to collect the Ultimate Collector series.
I'm a bougie.
I'm bougie.
Excuse me.
No, I want to build something. Man, I want to build something that's like, you know, plus 2,000 pieces. Something that's big.
Tiberium shuttle, you know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing was, the first Lego I put together since I was a kid was the Falcon. That thing had, over 7,000 pieces?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Took a week to put together. After I did that, I was like, the Batmobile was quick. You know, Batmobile I did like in one day. The Batwing I did in half a day. You know, so it's like I need something comparable to that for me to feel like, you know, I'm spending some time. It's expensive, But then you don't realize how big it is until you put it all together. And you put it all together and you're like, holy shit, this thing, where am I going to put it?
And it's also its own thing. Like, at least in my opinion, it's hard to really mix Lego with like anything else, unless you have that one theme. So if you have like a Lego AT-AT and you're putting it with like, you know, the Kenner one or whatever, like that's kind of cool. I don't know. I think, but if you're doing like an actual display setup, it's really kind of a standalone thing. So and that was also another reason why I kind of parted ways with that. But I love Lego.
Now here's a fun question to ask people in the chat, and you guys can chime in on this as well. When you guys build your Lego sets, do you just build them and put them together, or do you glue them as you are putting them together?
Glue them together. I do not glue them.
No, I do not glue.
Do people do that? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
people do. Yeah,
I did it. I did it once. It was a bad idea.
Yeah,
glue. No,
he glued it, and then he gave it to me.
I bought. Yeah. I bought. What is it? I bought Poe Dameron's X-wing. And I was like, you know what? This looks cool. Let me build this. So, and of course, like as I'm building it, I'm like, you know what? I'm just thinking of what happens around my house. And how chaotic my kids are. So it's like, you know what? Maybe I'll just glue it just to be on the safe side.
You use Gorilla Glue? You probably need Gorilla Glue for that.
No, I actually used Crazy Glue, not knowing full in fact that it would turn the Lego pieces white.
Yeah.
So hey, listen, it's a learning experience. Everybody
It's snow terrain. Yeah, it's snow.
You know, so now I know.
You learned it from the Lego movie.
Yeah, the Craggle.
The Crackle.
The Craggle. So now I know for future reference, it's a cardinal sin to glue your Legos. So now we know.
I mean,
I don't glue.
Yeah, I don't glue.
I never did that. Yeah, I never did that.
Although the Falcon, you wouldn't be able to suspend it if you didn't glue it. I don't think.
Yeah, there are some pieces. If you're going to suspend, you're going to have to glue.
Yeah.
But anything like, let's say, the tumbler, I wouldn't glue that at all.
Yeah, I never collected big ships or vehicles. It was always more of a town, building, terrain sort of display. And I used to love. I collected the minifigures like I collected action figures. I collected like a lot of the custom Marvel stuff that I would find at cons, which I loved. So
that's something I like about the towns, is that the minifigures fit with all that. You know?
Yeah.
You know what? I need to retract my previous comment. So there actually will be one building that I would love to purchase, and that would be the Avengers Tower.
Avengers Tower.
Yeah, that would be it. After that, I'm done. No buildings.
I would like the cantina that was just released last year, I think.
That's nice.
I think it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
But again, you need crazy space for that. I saw somebody build it. I was like, Jesus Christ, and you whole dining room table to hold it.
I mean, I remember, like, it's crazy how quickly time flies. I remember when all the Lord of the Rings stuff came out, the Helm's Deep set, and a lot of those other sets that came out. I remember seeing them in stores. I had a couple of them, and now just seeing them at cons, like, for crazy prices. I just, it's just so, I don't know, that stuff always amazes me, how some things change and are valued, over time. Things that just would sit there for like a year. And not all of them, but some of them were just sitting there for a year. And now it's like, you're paying $400 or $500 for the $30 set. It's crazy. We
got an odd request in the chat.
What's that?
Asif Khan is saying, Seth, I can transform your body like Brad Pitt. I would listen. If you can transform my body like Brad Pitt, you are a fucking goddamn miracle worker. Okay?
His avatar, look at that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Listen, if you can transform this gelatinous mold into Brad Pitt's rocking 6-pack abs, please, by all means, tell me what the secret is. I want to know.
Yeah.
And if that was an insult, you know what?
Didn't Brad Pitt play the guy that gets younger as he gets older?
Yeah, it's
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button. Maybe he's saying that. Maybe he's saying he can transform you younger.
I'll take younger.
Oh man, I look like Benjamin Button.
If I could, if I had to pick a year where I was in like my prime physical shape and I was like a specimen to be reckoned with, it would have to be when I was 18.
18?
Yeah. After 18, I just hit rock bottom.
Pulled the ripcord, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
All downhill from there, huh? Mojo's in the house. What's up, dude?
That's a good one.
What's that?
What is it? Ricky Boyd. Yeah, do something with that wolf pussy on Seth's face. I thought mine was dead. I've never heard that before. That is fucking hilarious.
That is awesome.
That is hilarious. I've never heard that.
Man, next week's gonna be a freaking expensive week for me. I know it.
What do you?
In the words of Star Wars, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, everything's coming out next week for you, huh?
Yeah, man. I know Sideshow's at least gonna announce or give us a look at Ahsoka Tano and whatever the next Mythos statue is gonna be. So, or both.
Love that Mythos line.
Yeah. So, your review of Maul is what literally got me to get the Maul.
I love that piece.
Yeah, it's like absolutely beautiful. I'm like, okay, if I have one Star Wars piece, is that one?
Yeah, I think it's dope. It is really good.
Frankie's saying I can't wait to live through George next week.
Actually, Frankie, man, we're gonna be going to work next week, bro. It's because May the 4th, we got to put on some stuff on the other channel. We got the Hyperdrive channel that we got to do. We're gonna put some work out for. So just letting you know, man, be prepared.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see what they're going to announce and what they're going to release. And
Gentle Giant says they got something that they're going to announce on May the 4th. It's supposed to be something big.
I love Gentle Giant.
Me too, man. This stuff is really good, Night.
It always has been, man. It really has. They're great.
Their Clone Wars, the animated Clone Wars stuff that they did a few years ago, that was real nice.
Yep.
Very nice stuff.
They're
not big. They're kind of good size.
Hasbro announced their event for Wednesday.
Yeah, we got the Bad Batch. Yeah, Bad Batch is dropping that day. I'm going to be up early doing the reaction on that. So, yeah.
Can't wait for the Wrecker in, I think, October. I think drops.
Oh, yeah, when the figure comes out finally?
Yeah.
And then also, I think May the 4th is going to be Tech. He's gonna go for pre-order on May the 4th. So.
Oh, yeah.
You know? If you're into fig pin collecting, you're going to have that whole wave of Bad Batch fig pins that dropped on May the 4th.
I think they're going to have more.
More?
I think they're going to have more. I don't think it's just going to end with Bad Batch. I think they're going to have more.
How great is it that Lego that Star Wars is just back? I mean, Jon Favreau, I love you. It's so awesome. I mean, it really, you had like that franchise languishing for so long, and then Mando just pumps it all up again. Actually, one of my friends who runs a hobby shop around here that I go to a lot, I was in there last week, and as I was in there talking to my buddy, this guy rolls in just with this huge boxes in boxes, which I'm used to down here, but he comes in with these two big boxes, and I see like flaps of like a shipper, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. He puts it on the table that we were sitting. He's like, oh, I have some other stuff. I'm going to come back. I was like, oh, that doesn't look new, so that's kind of cool. He comes back then with in both arms a C-3PO carrying case, a Vader carrying case. So I was like, are you shitting me? This dude, cool. Is that what I honestly think that it is? This friggin' guy had, I guess he had it was like a family of hoarders local to the area. So he bought, his uncle bought this stuff in 1981 when it came out. It's the original 41 back Kenner Star Wars, all of it, and in both shipper boxes, the red and the blue one, and but there are like 98 cards in there, so it's like doubles of everything, and along with some of the variant cards, it was crazy. And the stuff in the carrying cases were loose and mint. He opened a few, sealed them, and they're just in this thing. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be filming a video, and I'm going to be buying like at least half of this collection. So my buddy just like got the deal. I was like, I'm going to leave you alone and try to be respectful, but can you just hurry the shit up and get the deal done so I can buy half of it from you?
Isn't that funny? It's nice to know that I'm not the only one that does that. Because sometimes when me and Mike or I go by myself and we're at Bits and Buttons, and people are walk while we're in there just hanging out, and I'm talking to Dominic and everything. People walk in and they put stuff on the counter. Either Dominic or Alex start going through it, and then I'm kind of just doing like one of these. I'm like,
man. But
what's in there, and it's like, yeah, it's like, what do you got in the fucking box?
Yeah.
Dom knows what he's doing though, man. Dom has Dom has like air freshener that smells like the original toy action figures that we used to play with or something like that. You could smell it in the air. He's got like John Williams playing in the background.
God.
So like the whole time you're there, you transported back to when you were like 6.
Dangerous.
And you're just like, now I'm 6 and I have money. And like, so
exactly. I have a job. I have a career and I could put it all here. Let's go. Like I remember when I met my wife, my current wife, we weren't dating or anything. And she's like, oh, my son, I want to throw him a little Star Wars party. And I was like, so do you have any? Episode 2 had just come out. And I was like, I got a whole bunch of Powers of the Force and some of my old stuff. And she's like, oh, he still has his dad's stuff. And I go, and the kid literally has Darth Vader carrying cases, like 2 of them, and C-3PO cases full of figures. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Come to find out, his dad was my best friend in kindergarten. And they were his toys, And wow. I'm like, holy cow. But, like, that's what united us. And it gave us a place to, a commonality that we could sit down and it's like, Ralph, you want to watch Star Wars? I'm like, throw it on, And to this day, he still has his stuff. He won't get rid of it. Yeah. He's like, no, that was Dad's. I'm like, absolutely, bro. I played with those. You can't get rid of them, except you got to let me hold the Obi-Wan. Let me hold the Obi-Wan with a slide up.
The funny thing is that his collection was probably better than yours.
Yes, it was because I lost all my old school stuff in Hurricane Andrew. So my stepson's father took his with him when he left. We were like around, I want to tell you, like 20 when that happened. He's like, no, I'm taking these with me. And he took his Star Wars and then he gave those to his son, which is now my stepson, which is crazy, but he kept it and he still has it.
It's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, this guy's collection, it was literally, I saw there was still the sticker from the local store at the time, 1981. He literally just went to the store, bought both shippers worth of Star Wars stuff, put it in an attic, and it wasn't touched until now. This guy, because this guy doesn't really care much about Star Wars, so he sold that off, and he apparently has like a crazy Joe collection, a vintage Joe collection. So but it's so cool to see that. I mean, it's pieces of history. So
but you're right. It's kind of like it's dead franchise because there was a dark age between episode 6 and 1 where all you had was a Star Wars Insider and a few comic books and a few books.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what it would have been like to be like toy hunting like back in the 80s?
Dude, have you searched for? Have you seen any? Like they have. Some people were way ahead of their time. Filming Toys R Us in the 90s. It's on YouTube.
I would love to see people walking around with like them giant ass camcorders that would that go on the shoulder and be like, "All right, guys, we're here at the toy aisle right now." That would have been good.
You can't even
actually. We should do that. That would be funny. We should do a 1880s
intro.
Yeah.
Someone filming that. Yeah.
Hey guys, we're here at the toy aisle right now. Look at this. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the shelf. Oh my God, they're unpunched cards.
Yeah. We're at Kmart and we just found, an Ultra Magnus, in box. Or Sears, something, gone.
Sears,
KB Toys. And, man.
JC Penney's every once in a while. Crazy crap. Zayre's, Lionel Play World. Oh my God!
Oh wow, Caldor.
Yeah.
I miss that. Dude, honestly, like I would love to do that. Just go to travel back in time and just to see if like anybody even ever attempted to like just walk into a store with a camcorder. I mean, obviously, we walk in with our, when we record, we walk in with our phones and our cameras and all that stuff, but they're not nearly as big as the cameras were back then.
No.
But it's like, and it's like sometimes we even, people even tell us when we walk in the stores, they're like, oh, can you please not film, which is fine. We get that, but could you imagine lugging around that big ass camera with you all over?
That's exactly what I thought. And when we do the skit, you got to do that. We'll have like some like me or OG. I'll stand next to you and you spin around with the camera. You knock me. And I just like fall on the floor. We're like, oh shit. That's funny.
God,
that's funny.
KB Toy Store, Sean.
Yeah,
KB Toy Store, man.
KB Toys.
Miss that place. Toys R Us.
All those. Toys R Us is supposed to be coming back. But Toys R Us has been saying they've been coming back for years now. So who knows what's going to happen.
If they do come back, I want it back to the original way before they split it between the male section and the female section. Give me aisle 7. Remember aisle 7 was that one aisle, was super long, that you had your Transformers, your Star Wars, you had your G.I. Joe.
Yeah, you had all the boy stuff.
Yeah, aisle 7. I want that old school. I don't want to zigzag in between 3 or 4 and They're shorter aisles now.
Yeah.
I want the old school look.
I can't remember if they still had it at the end because I didn't buy video games at Toys R Us anymore. But I remember going in there and having to get the ticket.
Yeah, and you go
then
to the counter. You would take the ticket. You would go to the register. You would pay for it at the register, and then you would take the ticket with the receipt. Walk up to a glass window.
Yeah,
and there would be a guy behind the glass window. Be like, "Oh, here's your ticket," and he would pull the video game from the shelf and give it to you.
I mean, being devious, I've always
were like that too. I think.
I always used to think, I was like, man, I wish they would just leave the door just a little bit cracked open. I'll just run in there and like gang that place, take it all out.
I worked at a Toys R Us for a few months, like 2 or 3 months. Man, it was the best days ever.
I miss Toys R Us.
Yes, so do I. I mean, they had a local one. They had one like less than 10 minutes from my house, and up until whenever that was, 2018, 2017, and just like even going in there at the time, I was collecting some Funko stuff, and you just totally take advantage of things like that until they're gone. You know, didn't they try to? I think like over by me, I'm in New York and close to Jersey, and in Jersey, I think in the Garden Center mall, Garden City Mall, I think. They reopened it and it closed in like less than a year, but it was like a small bullshit Toys R Us.
We had a Toys R Us that was literally like maybe 5 minutes down the street from me, and I actually have done this in the past. I've actually gone back and have watched my old hunt videos where I was actually in Toys R Us, and then back then I was only doing pops. So the funny thing is like I do video. There were some clips of me like walking down like the figure aisle and stuff like that. And of course now since I'm so into figures, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I missed that. How did I miss that? I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, that is like such one of the most sought after figures ever. And it was staring me right in the face. And you're like, you know what? You're an idiot. And then like, I just stopped watching because I get so frustrated with myself at that point.
Dude, I would ride my bike to the Toys R Us that was like maybe 15 minutes away on the bike, and I would buy muscle things. Remember those little like plastic guys that they came in like in a little container, and they were like wrestlers and stuff like that?
Yeah, they were pink.
Yeah, they were all pink.
They were muscle men.
Yeah, muscle men. I used to go and just buy them.
So
I remember
a long time ago. Yeah,
those kids sanctums answering the question. You asked me a question earlier about the Star Wars and what I don't like about the new trilogy. That's a question I'd be happy to answer on the Hyperdrive channel. So we'll probably talk about that on Sunday show. If you guys want to talk about that one, that will be live. So if you want to tune into that, brother, you can go there. But that's a long answer.
Why you don't like the new trilogy?
The new trilogy, yeah. He's asking me what don't I like about the new trilogy. I'm like, whoa. I'm like,
where do we begin?
Frankie chimed in. He's like, that's a long question. Or he said, he's like, where do I start? Or something.
You could sum that up in a word, bro. You could sum that up in one word.
Everything.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah, but yeah, I mean, specifically the things. But he's asking this question: What was it? What was the exact reason for Toys R Us closing? There's still toys at Walmart, but no action figures.
Well,
and didn't they have scalpers when Toys R Us was still around?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, scalpers have always been existent. Yeah. That's nothing new. Toys R Us is actually still open. It's in Canada because they don't have Targets or Walmarts in Canada. So Toys R Us is the only toy store in Canada. As far as here goes, I'm sure you had all your people are like, oh, why do I have to go to the stores when I could buy online and have it 2 days shipped from Amazon? If anything, I feel Amazon had a huge hand in that because it was almost like a convenience thing at that point. Because again, people didn't have to leave the house. You had free 2 day shipping with Prime, and the toys were maybe a few dollars cheaper.
Yeah, they were a better price, and you were going to Toys R Us, and you're taking the kid physically there, and then the kid goes and I want this and this, whereas this is the figure you want, I ordered it, it's coming.
Well, and also
in real estate space, they paid a lot of money for they had a lot of overhead for real estate space.
And also, it's like, are kids that into action figures these days? I feel like the people buying people in the main toy aisle are this panel. Well, this chat. Well, people are playing Fortnite, not collecting the whack figures.
Well,
you know what I
mean? That's not. I mean, I agree to disagree with that comment. I do agree to the point that yes, most of the people you see in the toy aisle today are grown male adults. But as far as kids playing with toys. My youngest son loves WWE, and I buy him all the WWE action figures because he plays He plays with them. That's his that's his thing.
I think that's partially due to the way we raise our kids too. I mean, but
that's true.
I mean, even then, kids are different. Like Scarlett is very much into the iPad, into art. You know, I like to draw, so she gets that from me. So there's that. Diana has got an imagination for playing with action figures and toys. She plays with Barbie. She's got a little dream house and all that. She plays with Star Wars figures. You know, any action figure she can get her hands on, she makes up her own little stories. You can see her playing with it. So I guess it's just kid by kid. I don't know.
Circumstantial.
But I see what you're saying though, Ron, is that even my kids, they're more apt to get on the phone and play with apps or just watch YouTube and watch other kids play with their toys. Which I'm like, why would you want to watch somebody else playing with your toys? I mean, you know.
Oh, it's not even that. Kids love to sit now and watch other kids play.
That's what I just said.
It's like what's the point? What's the point of that?
Yeah.
Get up and play the fucking game. Listen, the only way I could see the kids ever watching anything to do with video games on YouTube is if they're looking for like a walkthrough. Almost, they're looking for they're looking for some help or some guidance. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I could honestly see that happening. I mean,
but
other than that, exactly.
One of my good friends because I played computer games, action RPGs, MMOs my entire life, for as long as they existed, from back to Ultima Online, EverQuest, all the way up through WoW and Diablo 3 was the last real action RPG I played hardcore, but. Like my buddy, one of my friends back in the day would always come over and he wouldn't want to play and he would just sit there and watch me play Diablo 2. That's it for hours, 8 hours, sit there, wouldn't even barely speak. And I'm just like, this is so fascinating to me. I'm like, why the fuck do you want to do this?
Yeah.
And this is, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. But I'm like, it's so funny. I called him like less than a week ago because I found something online on Twitch and I'm just like, dude, you are just way ahead of your time. I have so much more respect for you now. It's like he was like, to me, he's like the OG game watcher. But yeah, I mean, people like, and if I like to watch people play, I'm doing it. I'm playing along with them almost. Like if I'm playing D3, I have like a Twitch streamer on my other monitor, doing the same thing. And guys that I can see. Yeah.
The gaming I can see because you're watching the personality more than you are watching the game.
Exactly.
So I think
exactly.
That's what I was going to say. The personality plays a part into it. If you get some, bozo kid just playing a video game, it's one thing. But if you get like Dr. Disrespect or you get Z-Laner in there and their personalities come out and they're raging, you're watching it for the entertainment.
For the entertainment.
It's
and
relatable.
He's bringing up, he's saying, we want that they, watch us. I think our channel, we have, like, Seth is obviously extremely entertaining. The shit that happens to him on the hunts, shit is, by far the best thing on YouTube. And then, like, mine's more informational. Like, I sit there and I bring my thoughts on a review is that you may be looking to buy this and, here's the stuff that's in it. Is it worth getting, if you see all these things. I look at mine as more informational. And I watch YouTube for that, is like the information on that side of it. So, but when I see my kids watching a little kid play with a Barbie and whatever it is they're doing with the Barbie, I'm like, you got Barbies in the other room. Why don't you just go play with them yourself? Like, why are you going to watch these kids? That I think is what's kind of odd to me. Or maybe even the difference.
I mean, I'm going by what I see at these stores, Target and Walmart. It's like the stuff that guards those pegs with their lives, Fortnite, Halo. You know what I mean? All the stuff that we don't buy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. So that's kind of just what I've been noticing and what I've observed going there, because it's like what's always sold out: Turtles, NECA stuff, all of the retro lines that are recasted, remolded, and brought up. Motu, Origins, Joe's, forget it. Obviously, Marvel Legends is just widely popular, but the stuff that's always there is the newer video games, the things that our demographic doesn't collect. You would think like younger kids would be into, and just don't seem to be. So I don't know.
The hunts I think are the most fun. Watching Seth, watching you, Ron, OG. The way you guys bring certain things cracks me up sometimes.
So here's some thought process. I don't think I've ever asked Ron. Ron, how old are you?
38. I think I have a few months on you. I think.
No. Me and you were the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and you were the same age. Mm-hmm. So has a 39-year-old grown-ass male adult Do you ever feel awkward sometimes walking into a store and going down in the aisle and walking? So
No,
I have.
You know what the awkward part to me is? It's not going down the aisle. The awkward part to me is asking for help. That's the part that I don't like. And I go up to the person, I'm like, I'm looking for a fig pin, and the guy's like, a what? A fig pin? A pin? A fig pin? What the hell is a fig pin? I'm like,
fucking loser. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
So I have such a one-track mind when I'm in there. If I'm asking for help, the last thing on my mind is, what does this guy think of me? I'm trying to be so nice in case they have the shit in the back, and I know it's a chore to go back there. I'm just, hi, I have the DPCI number already and set. Could you please go? It doesn't bother. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. Yeah,
I feel out of place. I feel out of place sometimes. Especially like when I'm trying to film and I'm trying to do like some comical shit. Like while I'm there, so that one intro from my last video with my buddy Scott, and I had the thing with the Baby Yoda in the hand, and the hand moving. We're the first time. What is that?
He brings his son with him so it doesn't look awkward.
Such an awesome name too, by the way. I love that name, Outhouse Rat. That's cool.
Yeah. So the first time I'm filming that with the Baby Yoda doll and the hands vibrating like it's rubbing some girl's snatch. So then the funny thing is that I'm filming that and I lose my peripheral vision because I'm focused on looking at the camera while I'm filming it. So after I'm done filming, my buddy Scott is behind me, hysterical laughing, and I said, "What's so funny?" He goes, "Dude," did you not see who was around you? And I'm like, "No." He goes, "You had a female Target employee to the right of you, and then you also had a mother and a daughter to the left of you." And I'm like, "Oh shit." And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's why I was laughing, shaking my head, because I don't think you realized, that they were there. And you're talking about Baby Yoda rubbing some snooch, and it's like,
and that definitely makes it awkward.
That would make me hesitate for sure. And I think like the skits part of it, absolutely. I mean, there are times where like I'm doing something, I'm being cutesy about something, and I'm in a completely different aisle, depending on wherever this thing is. That a good fellow collector put somewhere, and that sort of stuff for sure can there have been times where I'm doing something where I say something incredibly dumb and it's loud, and I'm in the betting section and it's just like, what the hell is this guy friggin' oaf doing over here talking about Aunt Cynthia's old saggy bum or something, with a toy in his hand next to a blanket. It's like, what is going on? So like that sort of stuff.
That's
like with regular filming.
See, Eddie's question: have you guys ever had a kid just stare at you during the filming of your hunts?
No. And here's
that would make a really good shirt.
I have to take my camera over the head of the kid and then just keep going.
I could see a shirt describing this, right? And you have like a cartoon version of Seth, and he's looking down at the kid. He's got the toy in his hand. The kid's looking up with the big droopy eyes, watery because he wants that toy. And Seth is like,
Hop style.
Get a job.
I actually sit there, and again, this is a lot of stuff that people don't see behind the scenes while we're filming. If I go down a toy aisle and I see that there are people there, I will stand there and patiently wait for them to leave the aisle so I can film, because the last thing I want to do is I'm filming in a store. People don't know why I'm filming. The last thing I want to do is try to draw very minimal attention to myself. But it's kind of hard to do that when I'm running down the aisle screaming, "Fucking Legos!" And then the employee comes over. He's like, "Is everything all right, sir?" I was like, "Why are these on the shelf?"
It's tough, and I always say, like, if you think that when anyone's ever asked me, like, is it weird when you go to these stores and film, or are these stores crowded, or are they ever empty? It seems like you have like a pretty peaceful Target run or whatever. It's like, I would say 98% of the time it's never peaceful. There's always music blasting. There's always people around. It's like Seth said. You want to try to be respectful of people. If I see people in an aisle, I'm not going to just bulldoze my way with my friggin' phone, start talking about stuff. You want to let people have the experience that they are there for. However, there have been times where I am like mid-film and a kid just like runs under my arm or something. We avoid that. But I think like, it's if we can make it seem like there's no one else in that store, in that aisle but us, then I think we're doing a good job.
Did a good job,
yeah. Because it's never the case. It's rarely ever the case.
I think my favorite thing in the world is when I walk into a store and I go down the aisle and and I'm praying that no one's there just so I can film and get in and get out. Because you know as well as I do, Ron, we try to hit up as many stores as we can in a given time. So there are times where I walk into an aisle and there's just some dumb motherfucker sitting there on the phone. No, on the cell phone, having a conversation in the aisle. And I'm standing there and I'm like muttering under my breath. I'm like, get off the fucking goddamn phone. Just get off the fucking phone. I want to go film.
It takes time. You're waiting there like 20, 30 minutes for this one doof to get out of the way. Yeah.
No one cares if your test
to go to.
Yeah, right.
No one cares if your positive test came back and you've got syphilis or gonorrhea. No one gives a shit.
He said, do kids ever point at you and cry?
Yes.
The Mino man took my toy.
No, I don't think I've ever had that. Frankie asked a good question. Has a kid ever recognized Seth or George? So George has actually witnessed a kid recognizing me.
Yeah.
When we were standing in the parking lot of Tate's and he was in the back seat and they rolled down the window and he's like, "Yo, it's what's popping."
Yeah. I had 2 kids recognize me at Galaxy's Edge once. Nice. That's cool.
That's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, it is kind of neat.
I actually had a guy, as I was filming, stop me to tell me that he knew who Seth was, which was really funny. Because I'm trying to. Yeah, I was filming and I found some AEW stuff, and I picked up an Orange Cassidy and I was talking about it to my phone to myself, and this guy taps me on the shoulder. Well, I could smell him from a mile away, but then he taps me on the shoulder, and he's just like, "Oh, you got the Orange Cassidy? Oh, you know that guy? There's that one toy hunter. You know, he goes everywhere. You know, he's really like." That's how he explained it. He's just like on the channel, you know, MCE or whatever. And I was like, "Yep, I believe I don't know, vaguely." He's like, he found this and then he found that, and I'm just like, I know that. I actually do know that, and I'm like, and now I have to throw away this film because I have you here, and I couldn't really find a good way to edit it. But yeah, so it's just like this guy.
Yeah, I hate that shit too, dude. When we're trying to film and just random people come up to us and like fucking interrupt us, it's like you can't just wait until we're done. Just give us a minute, please.
I've gotten pretty good at like if someone says something to me, because you don't know if they want to be on. Like I will just respond as I'm still filming, and then I'll edit in subtitles of whatever they say because you can hear them speak. But
you want to be on camera?
Yeah. They got to get creative with it sometimes, I guess. But
oh man, that's funny.
KK. Me and George did get recognized while we were in line at the Galaxy's Edge for Rise of the Resistance.
That was cool.
So cool. That was fun.
That was pretty cool.
I don't know about George, but I could speak for myself. I actually enjoy it when people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I know you from YouTube." You know, it's cool because you know what? Because cool. it's not contrary to popular belief. It's not an ego. It's not an ego. It's not an ego stroke, asshole.
Oh yeah, right? It is.
It's not an ego stroke, right? It's not an ego stroke. To me, when someone comes up to me and recognizes me and wants to talk to me and all that stuff, that just shows to me that all the hard work I'm putting in is paying off.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah.
Fuck your ego.
Yeah, it's validation.
Your ego ain't big at all.
it's validation that all your hard work and all the toy hunts and
why wouldn't you like
is
that?
Worth it. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you like that?
I went on vacation one time and my kids wanted to go Pokemon hunting. So I actually had the app and everything, and we're taking over a gym, and I put my thing up there, and my account name is my Instagram name, No More Mutants. And somebody literally pulled up in a car, like, I think it was like close to midnight, and he lowered the window. He's like, "Hey, are you No More Mutants?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I follow you. I follow your Instagram." I'm like, "What are you doing over here? You live in Miami?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do, man, but I'm on vacation with my kids, man. Thanks for following." But it's great. Some people get a little bit obsessive, but it is validation.
It is. It's also encouragement. Yeah. It's like you're doing the stuff, you're taking the time, you're putting in the effort, to connect with the community and people and to entertain people and to have a good time. Right. And you don't want to do it and people not be receptive to it. That would just make no sense. So of course, if someone comes up to you and they recognize you, that acknowledgement is at the very least, it's I would say it's encouraging. That people are watching you and it means you're doing something right. So
I'm just waiting. I don't know, Ron, if you've had this experience yet, but I haven't had this experience yet either. I'm just waiting for that one day, like where I'm in a store filming, and some guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, you're the fucking prick that buys up all the toys before I could get to them." Like I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that moment, so I could put my camera down and I'll be like, and I'll like put it down on the shelf and I'll turn it to where it's facing him, and I'm like, "Oh, please tell me more, kind sir."
I'm waiting for that to happen. I actually can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
I want that to happen, that interaction. But I've had two pleasant interactions mid film, and they're two guys that I talk to now all the time, which is cool. And it was weird because it was when like my channel first started. It was like when I had a couple hundred subs and local guys, and it was literally mid film in two different NECA sections, and it was pleasant. But yeah, I am waiting for the scalper conversation.
Yeah.
And all that.
It'll happen.
Nonsense. Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever have that, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, well, they see, you buy more of one figure. You're not allowed to, army build, I guess, but
yeah.
Which is another thing too. It's like I couldn't care less what anyone else does with their time or their money or their efforts. It's like you're not going to tell me I could do whatever the hell I want to do. It's like for me, I have my own ethical code, which is don't be a dick to little kids and don't be a dick to people. So like if there's extra of stuff and I know people need it, I will grab it and give it to and give it to people that I know that need it, my friends or whoever. Or if there's a kid, I mean, I've never been in a situation where there's a kid next to me and I take 5 of something and I say F off, but like I would never do that. You know what I mean? But if you want to fund the hobby or you do whatever, like I don't see anything wrong in that. Well, just don't be an asshole, So I don't know.
What is, it's like my wife recognized me the other day. and then Frankie's response, you're good to recognize yourself in the morning.
By the way, half-assed reviews, that room tour of yours, sort of as someone else, was amazing because I watched that other channel and I could fully appreciate that video. So
have you seen his last video?
Which one?
The last video he just did. The very last one.
No, I saw that he really. No, I need to watch it.
You got to watch that
today.
Oh, yeah. That is.
I almost want to take and put it in right now so he just do a live reaction to it.
He's got great stuff, man. I love his collection. I love his videos. That room tour was spot on room tour. Spot on room tour.
That is the best. That is the best intro.
You guys want to do a live reaction to it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It is the best.
Yeah, please.
Well, let me ask Craig.
Yeah.
Craig, respond in the chat, man. If you want us to do a live reaction to your latest intro, man.
Are we gonna get demonetized for playing his video?
I don't give a shit. If it gets him people watching the show, then whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Well, I think YouTube will contact him. All he has to say is, "Yeah, no, I'm good."
Yeah. Let's see if he responds and says okay. He said, "Thanks, Ron."
Do we really need his permission?
Absolutely,
he's part of the he's part of the channel.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to be respectful.
I love his stuff, man. I mean, that's when you talk about quality content. Someone that
he said, "Do it." He said,
"Do it." Do it.
He's got some really good stuff.
Roll it again.
His videos are trip, man. Okay. Let's see. Share screen.
Graham, what is it? Graham Loki in the chat is saying Seth got me a warning in work. I was watching one of his hunts on the sly and bursted out laughing when he did Baby Yoda's sex arm. What the ladies like, my boss wasn't happy. LOL. Well, my stuff is not considered not safe for work, so. I mean, there is a disclaimer in the beginning of my video, so. Oh my God! Frankie's saying he's his agent. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Sure. It ain't letting me do it.
The analyst, the analyst said Indians used to scalp too. LOL.
The browser.
Nice.
There you go. Right.
Nice.
A different screen.
That's funny.
To see if this continues. That's strange. Never had that happen before.
I have to be rude and watch this on my phone right now because I kind of want to see it now.
Oh man, I'm trying to get the.
I saw that it was the one from a couple of days ago, right?
Yeah, he has this infomercial type of intro, and it's great.
Oh, nice.
Thor 2941 is saying my wife calls Seth my evil twin. Wow. It's nice to know that I have that I've affected these people's lives, mostly in a bad way, not so much a good way. There's no, I never get any positives, only bits. Yeah.
Dad ain't letting me do it.
Execute order 66.
That sucks. Well, anyway, I'm gonna share it in the.
Why didn't it let you do
chat.
it?
I don't know. It's giving me an error when I try to share.
Can I share? Well, let me see if I can do it.
Do it.
Put the link there.
What is it? Screen share?
Yeah, but you got to hit share, and then you hit share screen.
Yeah.
And then where it says, oh, I think I know why. Hold on a second.
And share audio, right?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Custom Wolverine, Alex Ross. And there it is. Boom.
Nice.
Ha ha. Figured it out finally. All right. I got the volume. Hopefully you guys can hear it.
Let's see.
Take Studios.
Yep.
Feel like your statue doesn't really tell a great story? Ever looked at your statue and wondered what it was lacking, why it doesn't have that certain
Yeah, we could hear it.
Wow. Introducing Lame Take Studios' new add-on expansion kit. Now you can impress your friends and family. Now you can finally tell the story of your piece the way the big guy upstairs intended it to be.
No way! That's awesome!
That's right. Now you can add the magic of this limited edition fire hydrant to your tired and boring pieces. Order today and turn your piece from fail to grail.
I recently saw this lame custom, and it didn't even have a fire hydrant. Now I've got 2. Thanks, Lame Tape.
But wait, there's more.
Oh my gosh.
Order today and we will throw in this amazing exclusive stoplight at no extra charge.
A Craven with a stoplight. That's perfect.
Never again will you be embarrassed explaining the setting of your favorite statue.
I get this statue and it's amazing. It's got some cool pieces, but where even are they? The mall? And then we get these props. They're incredible. We know where they are. They're on a street. It's been life-changing. It's a grail now. Thank you so much, Lane Take.
I heard so many good things about
my
your
God.
statue, and I bought it. And it's not worth a and I cannot tell if it's on the earth or on the moon. Now I know they were on the street. Thanks, Lane Tape. Now my statue kicks ass.
Readers are standing by now. Don't miss out on this incredible offer for not 1, but 2 amazing limited edition collectibles. Just 5 easy payments of $29.95, and they are yours. Hurry while supplies last. We expect these to sell out within the next decade.
Within the next decade.
Minor recap.
The heavy breathing. It's perfect.
This dude, man, he cracks me
Oh
up.
my God, man. That
was
is
great.
phenomenal. It's so spot on too with all of it, especially anyone that collects statues. It's so spot on. That's funny, man.
Oh
That
my
is
gosh.
fantastic. That needs to have a million friggin' eyes on it. That's
It should,
so
man.
well done. Yeah.
It should.
It is. It's really, really freaking good.
The
good.
Hulkbuster one was great.
Yeah, the grandma.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm like, great.
Oh man, that's good, man. That's why I love his videos, man. His intros are freaking phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, Craig kills it with the intros all the time.
He does,
Oh
but
my
even
God.
his reviews too. Like he's informed,
Yeah.
like he knows what he's talking about. He's well spoken, and he's funny. It's a great channel. That's fun. That is funny shit.
All right. We all were crying. When was it? When we reviewed the Justice League Snyder Cut? When he came in with a pack of hot dogs?
Yeah. He's a trip, man. So if you guys, I sent the link to that video in the chat. So guys, go over there, subscribe to his channel, check out. Just wait for these videos. The videos are awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. So it's about an hour into the show. Look, you guys want to do a little display or name before we get out of here?
Yeah, sure.
Hit it.
Let's do it.
Let's knock it before Seth completely passes.
No,
out.
I'm good. I'm good,
You're good?
dude. I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
All right, so we didn't get, because we were watching a huge room tour last week, we didn't get to any of Display or Name last week. So I got a little bit from last week, got a little bit for this week.
Cool.
And I even got some stuff that you guys probably have never seen before. So
No.
check out some stuff. This is obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is a Gentle Giant piece. Milestone. This one's already out for pre-order. It's part of their May 4th releases.
I can't
Pre-May
see
4th.
it.
I dig it.
I dig it too.
I don't know why I can't see the screen, but I can't see it.
You can't see it?
No. Maybe I'm frozen. Yeah, your actual show timer is still stuck on one spot. I don't know. It's me.
No.
Want to back on?
I'm good.
Yeah,
You're good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back.
Yeah, I like it, man. Gentle Giant does it again. At least by this picture.
Yeah, right?
I like it.
Well, all George has to do is ask, and he shall receive.
Why?
Oh.
Well, because the squeaky wheel gets the grease, if you know what I mean.
So if I ask you to get it, you're going to get it for me? Is that what you're trying to say?
If you want that Gentle Giant statue, there's a way that I know how to get it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. What scale is this, George?
It's a 1/6, I think, the milestone series.
Oh, is that what it? Okay. Yeah, I've seen.
So.
Okay.
They have a Princess Leia that they have with her on in that scene from the Death Star when she's in the cell when she's laying down.
Yeah,
that's a really nice one. They got a Vader from.
I've seen the Vader.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
That's a pretty good one too. I believe this is 1/6. I'm not really certain. The edition, they have an edition size set on them. That's another thing I like about Gentle Giant too. Is like they're making a limited amount. They tell you what the amount is right up front.
Yep.
You know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure.
Really cool. Wondering if Ralph is going to tune back in before we move to the next one, but I don't know.
Yeah, man, this is nice.
Yeah, I would display it.
Yep.
Just I think we can keep going. Might be a while.
There he is. There he is.
Am I a man or am I a Muppet?
You want to hear something funny, Seth? So I contacted the Herrick brothers.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it now, because I think Craig.
Oh, they're
corrected
the
me.
ones who sculpted that.
Yeah. You know, I like the sculpt on this thing. I think the sculpt on this thing is pretty badass. So I shot him a message like, "Hey man, this is a really dope piece." And he's like, "Yeah, even with the Muppet head." So I was like, I just started laughing, man. I was like, you got to admit, man. I was like, what was the thing you were going for over there? It was it kind of gives me the whole totem feel to it, like. So he's like, no, I was actually going for Muppets. So
okay, there you go.
That's
there you go.
funny.
There you go. So Frankie hit the nail right on the head.
Brian's a trip, man.
I opted out of it.
Yeah, Ku Herrick. Yeah, okay, then I am saying it right.
I like this piece. I really like the pose. I feel like though, well, there are a couple of things for me.
Q Herrick.
You're the eater of worlds. I feel like this is 26 inches high. I feel like he's like 5 inches away from being the height he should be, especially for a commanding pose like this. Even though this is supposed to be quarter scale, I couldn't. It's like if you put him next to like XM Thanos, he's gonna look like dwarfed a
Small.
bit.
Yeah.
So either it's like I think in George we were talking either it's a standalone piece and the other thing is with Sideshow, with their X-Men line and a lot of the stuff they've been painting, I know they like try to err on the side of like realism, and I don't like. I'm good with a balance, but I'm a comic accurate collector, so I like poppy colors, and especially for characters that I feel like should be, chromed out. Like, it's like I don't want a matte finish on Colossus personally. This guy, you just hope that his suit is not going to be flat. And I guess time will tell. But I do like the pose a lot, and I like it looks like it's a good sculpt from the picture. But I would just hope that he would be a little taller.
I got kind of bummed out. I was texting George like crazy, waiting for it, and then when I see he's 26 inches and Silver Surfer is 25 and a half.
Yeah, it's not proportioned. It's not proportioned right.
And okay, I could dig the Cheetos hands, and I can dig the fire at the bottom.
No, they're not just Cheetos hands; they're flaming Cheeto hands.
Dude, Flaming Hot's the shit. So.
I think the worst they did for that was Darkseid. Their Darkseid statue really had some Cheetos hands. He
did. He absolutely did. Yeah.
But having it, even if they gave you, let's say, a smaller surfer that went on him or just flew, in the back, okay, fine, I'd take it. But seeing as they're telling you pair it with your PF from Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
I can't. In my right mind, there's no way. Even though the buildings are at his feet, I can't.
Yeah, he's got to be bigger. He's got to be. Yeah, there you go, Craig. Yeah, it's true. Scale fill.
But
and dude, it's like that's kind of like the maddening thing. Like that's been my issue with one of my issues with Sideshow the past few years. I can appreciate them being cost and space effective with a lot of the pieces that have been coming out. Fully appreciate that, even on the Surfer piece. it doesn't have a large footprint, which is cool, and I appreciate that. And I think that's a nice sculpt. Daniel Bell's a man, but like, there's always something where I'm just like, why did you have to do that? Like, this is like one little thing away from being awesome. Yeah. You know, it's like, that's my problem with like the X-Men line too. It's like, for me personally, it's like, how do you expect me to collect this thing? I know you want me to pair certain things together, but like, it's like, we got a Sentinel base, we've got Danger Room base, we've got Snow. It's like, what are we doing here? How do you expect me to do this?
I think they should have stuck with one type of base there for the X-Men, because I've seen that too. When I saw, I think it was Jean and Cyclops fighting in the snow, but then you have Rogue and Gambit in the Danger Room. It's like, okay,
you got Sabretooth in the snow. You got Wolverine on a Sentinel hand. Like, what? How do you
see? And they could have gone away with it pretty easily if they had just made part of it. Because the Danger Room can formulate anything that you want it to formulate.
Correct.
They could have made like part of it look like it's forming into.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been a cool concept.
It would have been a neat concept. Nobody does the Danger Room. Everybody does Sentinel for the better part.
Yeah.
The snow. I don't know where they got the snow from.
Yep.
So
I don't know either. And then the last Wolverine that they did was stick up his butt. I was like,
that's the one that I like to think that he got punched in the back and he was like,
Yeah, that's
right. Somebody hit him in the swole of his back.
Yeah,
I didn't get to see the Obi-Wan. What did the Obi-Wan look like, George?
Nice.
The new Obi-Wan?
Yeah, the one that I locked
The Mythos?
out. Yeah.
On the Gentle Giant. My bad.
Yeah, the Gentle Giant. I froze up.
That one.
Oh, that is very nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It is really nice.
Yeah, nice detail. I like the base. The base doesn't look like it's going to be all that big.
The robe looks. I mean, the texture on the robe looks great.
Like crazy texture on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
his whole suit. Yeah, looks really good. Likeness is really good. Yeah.
They did a good job on that one.
Yeah.
This one here, like I said, I agree with you guys. I think the sculpt is fantastic.
Yep.
And the things I think are missing on this one is absolutely needs to be bigger, and I kind of wish it would have had a light up feature.
George, if you get this and review it for your thumbnail, what you need to do is have him like next to you, and then you need to like take like Kermit the Frog's head and like superimpose it on the top, and just be like, "Today we're reviewing Galactus." Oh, hi there, everybody.
But Brian is his name, Q Herrick. I love this sculptor. To me, most people are like big fans of Daniel Bell. Caleb Nefson. I like Caleb Nefson. Also, I like Daniel Bell too. Brian and his team. I love this guy's work. Everything this guy does, I like. I like the sculpts. I like his personality. I hit him up. He wasn't upset that people. You and Frankie said something about the Muppet thing. He made fun of it himself. I was like, man, you're cool, dude. I was like,
It was just the angle of the photo. I mean, the day before, remember, I think we were texting each other, and I found the thing that just showed up on Sideshow, and it's a Galactus maquette. I sent Bell a DM on Instagram. He's like, no, it's not me. So I was like, okay, let's see who it is. And I was excited to see it, but when I saw the scale, I was like, oh my gosh. And to me, there's a little bit too much blue on him. Okay. It's just not enough purple, but that's just me.
I like how, Thor 2941 is saying deluxe version comes with a fire hydrant and traffic light.
Well, then now you're talking.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks like Sideshow put in a call to Lame Cake Studios.
Want to make your Galactus look 6 inches taller? Yeah, buy a fire hydrant. That's so good.
I can't tell whether he's on top of a volcano or where, but now I can tell that he's on a street and the street's on fire.
Instant growl.
Turn that Galactus from grail to fail.
XM Studios Archangel.
Reaching for Jesus.
That is really
reaching
nice.
for Jesus.
Yeah, it kind of does look like that, right?
It's like doing the Last Supper. It's like touch.
It's part of the Sistine Chapel.
You see the light shining down.
Yeah.
He's almost there. He's almost there.
Yeah.
It's so angelic.
Yeah.
I think this thing's dope though.
I do too. I think it comes with alternate heads and everything, with like the mask of death and when he was a horseman and everything. But it looks really nice, and I don't think Sideshow's gonna go and make an Archangel. I mean, they're sticking to key characters. I have my fingers crossed for a Bishop from them, but I don't think they'll even get him.
I don't think they'll do a Bishop.
That would be awesome.
XM Studios would pull that up before they do.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, definitely. This is nice. This is a classy looking piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've already started. This is, I think, still the concept art here. I don't think this is even the statue itself, but the not the concept art, but maybe more
The
The
teaser.
prototype.
Yeah, well, definitely not the prototype. This is like the digital render
Okay.
that they cleaned up, but they did start showing already images of the prototype. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that here real soon. Dope piece, man.
Yeah, that looks good.
I like it a lot.
Look at.
All right, I'm not
Buy
sure if I
it.
showed this last week. No,
No, we showed it on the collecting. We showed it on the
collecting
collecting news.
Right.
Buy it now.
Yeah, Gentle Giants bust. This is the what they call half scale bust, even though it's not.
Oh man, I like it.
Right?
Yeah.
I like it because it even has like a little bit of Slave 1 underneath him.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw that immediately. I'm like, yo, buy that
Yeah.
now.
Not a generic base.
No, it's beautiful.
Frankie's in the chat right now. He just went from 6 to midnight.
So this was sculpted by Joe Manna. That guy is just a phenomenal sculptor, and he's been sculpting a lot of Star Wars for man, as long as I can think. So guy's great. But really awesome bust right here. It's gonna be $200.
It's a life size.
No, it's $200. It's a half. They call it half scale, but it doesn't really look half scale when you get it. It kind of looks like third scale almost when you get it.
Okay.
So
it's beautiful though.
Yeah,
dude, that is really nice.
It's a nice price point too.
It's clean.
Very, very.
I'm thinking about getting it because I have the Mando bust. So,
Dude, I actually might get this, and yeah, I mean, like I could see myself putting this in the middle of my like Hot Toys display or something.
Yeah,
for sure. And I'm glad that it's not half scale. If it's not, I don't need it to be that big.
Yeah,
Really,
it's a good size.
Yeah, it's like legendary, like whatever Sideshow's legendary scale was or something.
That's supposed to be half scale too, but
it's supposed to be half scale. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too big. It's not too small. It's right in the middle. It's a good size.
I don't think legendary was. I mean, do you really think that was true half scale? I mean, I don't like. I have the Ghost Rider bust from them, the OG one. I don't know if that was really. Not to get off on a tangent, but I don't know.
Scales, I gotta wonder sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you sit there, you see the difference in size between 6th scale and quarter scale.
Yeah.
And 5th scale. It seems like 5th and 6th seem really, really close. But
Very.
quarter like jumps, a big margin, and half even further. It's like a third too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And the Mando one that you said you got is similar to this?
Yes, I did a review on the Mando one.
Yeah, that's the diamond. That's the diamond select one.
Diamond
right?
select.
Oh, the diamond one. Okay. Oh, because
it's Gentle Giant.
Yeah. You're right.
Just it's being distributed, I think, by Diamond Select.
Yeah.
This is nice. This is a nice piece.
That's really good piece.
Excuse me.
Well, I mean, I'm just helping you be informed, Seth. So you don't say that a signature edition don't come with the signature.
Well, if it doesn't state it on the goddamn fucking website.
My fellow newscaster over here. I'm sitting there in the video. I'm like, bro. I'm like, you sure it don't come with a signature? I mean, it says it. Nope, it don't come with a signature.
It did not say it on the description in NECA's website. Okay,
I know, man. I'm just messing with you, bro. It's all right. I love you for it, man.
See, that's what we do over here at MCE on the collecting news. We announce fake. We announce fake news.
Fake news. Is that the one I got?
And other fake news.
Yeah, another
it's YouTube, so that's what sells.
We'll get to this one in a second.
Ooh, butterfly.
Here goes one of the first ones. If you guys are already in the nights, you would have already seen this a little more of this, actually.
I'm Thor.
What do you guys think of this Thor?
I'm Thor.
I don't know.
See, what kind of whose body is he on? Got his foot on top of.
It's one of the sentries, the Ultron sentries.
Yeah, it looks like Ultron. Yeah.
So it's meant to go with the whole premium format theme that Sideshow started. So to go with was it Captain America?
Yeah, Captain America and Black Widow and Black Widow. So that's interesting though, because he's got the Stormbreaker and he's got his regular hammer, which is kind of weird.
Mjolnir.
No, I just call it his regular hammer because for some reason I can't pronounce Mjolnir.
So. I'm with you, Seth.
Just pronounced
regular hammer.
They just pronounced it.
And my T.
Wait! You mean Major?
Major.
I
love it though. Seth like
that's it perfectly. Yeah.
I can't pronounce Mjolnir. Yeah. Straight up, I was like, that's good. I like it. I would display. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I just don't care about modern Thor. I just like classic Thor pieces personally. But this
they have
I like
there's 3 swap out heads. You got one with the helmet and the beard. So it has more of a classic look like that.
Cool. Oh, cool.
And then you also have the like a more movie version of it with the shorter hair and the beard. You even can get Stormbreaker to look like the one from the film that has the tree branch.
Do they have a version B where you get a fat torso?
Man, no, not that.
Oh.
They did everything but the fat torso. All right, here goes the next one.
Oh, that's nice.
I like this. I like this a lot. I was looking at this the other day. I like this a lot.
That's sexy.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. They better chrome him the F out, though.
Yeah. I love this thing. This thing is cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
That is sexy.
And it doesn't look like it would be, like, incredibly long, pause. But I just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think, like, the footprint doesn't seem like it's going to be anything too crazy, which is good. But it has, it definitely looks like this. I like this a lot.
That looks really, really good. Really
action packed. It's got the whole surfing. How do you have a Silver Surfer not surfing? You gotta have him surfing, and it's got the full board in the sculpt. So I was
not
like,
a half board.
I like the Silver Surfer. I like the Silver Surfer carrying the shopping bags.
Yeah, on the boogie board.
The boogie board.
No, this thing's pretty wild though.
Yeah, man. Even that head portrait too looks mean.
Yeah.
I'm digging
I like how the eyes are sitting nice.
Yeah.
So they're outlined and everything.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Yeah.
I know. Shit, all three of them are back to back. Great job.
Ooh.
I wish I would have spaced this out a little bit better.
Craig was right about that too. Front foot is the only thing that's a bit weird. Yeah, that I noticed that too.
On which one? On the surfer?
The surfer?
I think so. Yeah.
Go back.
So.
Because I think when you see the other picture, it's like pressing in to the board.
And so the board's like forming with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, from this angle, to me, I guess so.
Emperor Palpatine.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like the light up feature. It's nice little add-on.
I like the mouth and that face.
Yeah, man, I like this a lot.
Execute Doctor 66.
Yeah, right? He's like, you will not be turned.
I am the Sith.
Yeah. It looks good.
I am the Senate. That's what it was.
Yeah, I am the Senate.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I can see this thing talking to me, man. This is good. I like this.
Yeah, this is nice.
Sure. Yeah, I could totally picture that just sitting on George's shelf in his room, and like he's in front of his computer, and he's like about to order something, and he's like, "What do I do?" And then he looks up and he sees Palpatine, and all of a sudden in his head, "Do it,
do it,
do it, do it."
But you know what?
It's an enabler piece.
This does kind of look like one of the scenes from the Clone Wars where he was fighting Maul and his brother Savage, and he's literally talking to him, and he's got the lightsaber out. That would really go nice. Those would be nice companion pieces for it.
I think this is cool. I do want to see that one though that you're talking about, the one from that battle, because the suit's different actually. On that one, it's more purple and red.
Yeah.
And it's got more color to it, and that's kind of what I was hoping from the Mythos statue, because you want to see something that's wildly different that most people haven't seen, because a lot of people maybe haven't seen the Clone Wars animated series.
Yeah.
So
that's why I like the Maul, because even he has the crown.
Horns. Yeah. So
the Thor 2941, I think, might have a valid point. He looks like he's using the lightsaber for finding his way to the bathroom at night.
He's like, I've got to go execute order shit.
All right.
Oh,
nice. Falcon.
Oh boy,
Captain America.
Listen, let me tell you something. That shit
Black Falcon, however you want to call
it. That shit was so funny because we did the collecting news the day before they announced this, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, why is it taking so long for them to announce this? It's like, and then I was like, and then George the next morning, and he like tags me on a post on Facebook. He's like, here you go, Seth. They heard your cries. I'm stoked about this. I'm a little thrown off about the price point. I saw that it's going to be $375.
Wow,
so
big.
I'm only assuming they went with that price because of the wings.
Paying for them wings,
yeah. So it's like but I mean, regardless of the fact, the suit looks awesome. The portrait looks amazing. I like the
wings
fact
articulating.
The wings articulate. Yeah, the wings articulate.
Oh, that's cool.
And I love the fact that it came with Redbird.
Yeah.
Or Red Wing.
Yeah, Red Wing.
And yeah, it's really cool. Now the only thing that will really make me feel disappointed in this is if the shield is not metal. Not metal.
Metal?
For the $375 price point, I feel that shield needs to be metal.
I don't know, dude. First of all, I don't think it's going to be metal. But are any of the other Captain America shields metal?
Yes.
On the 6 scale figures?
Yes.
Okay.
One.
Wow.
I believe the one from Age of Ultron is,
Okay.
and I have it behind me because it's magnetized to
okay.
his arm. So, but I prefer the metal shields. I think the metal shields are better. I'm not a fan of the plastic ones because sometimes the paint that they use on the plastic shields tend to flake.
Face off, yeah.
So I definitely feel that they should go metal with this, and at that $375 price point, they totally should.
I mean,
It looks really nice.
Those wings gotta be like, those wings are big, man.
Yeah.
You're talking about like possibly like 12 inches per wing, so like 24-inch wingspan on it.
I see it, and all of a sudden, all I'm like is, on the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high.
Hey, OG fan when Star Wars was Star Wars.
So
He's become a member again.
we
Again.
got a lot of that.
Yeah, he let his membership lapse. It's all right.
It's all right.
But
we had a few people that do that.
But yeah, I'm totally getting this one. There's no question about
This
that.
does look really nice, though.
It does
Yeah,
look really
this
good.
does look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph actually hit me up. He's like, "Are you gonna get it?" Because he's all hyped up about it too. He gets anything Hot Toys pretty much. I was like,
Yeah.
Well, I was like, Seth is gonna get it. I'll just live through Seth. I'm like, I'll be all right.
Live vicariously.
I got enough other stuff I gotta buy.
I totally want to get demonetized for that video when I do the Hot Toys Lounge on that, because like in the whole background music, I'm just going to be playing the "Wind Beneath My Wings." Don't you ever know that you're my hero?
Oh, that is going to be one psychotic lounge.
I put this on here because I wanted to talk a little bit about the price point and see how you guys gauge it. I mean, did you guys see the price point on this thing?
No,
I
I didn't.
think I did.
These are so dope, man.
Yeah, they are. They're really, really nice, man. And I kind of want to get them.
I like it a
So
lot.
they come two ways. You got this way, which has the signatures, and you get this version of the figures. The other direction has where these two figures here, I think his name is Savrip, if I'm not mistaken, and then this guy, he's body slamming him. So that's like from the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's a couple other poses for two of the other figures, and then these two figures in the back here, they are not in that set. The way this set is, it's not $40,000. $4,799.
What?
This is $4,799 for these.
Oh, come on, man.
I saw that. I was like,
Come on.
no.
And then your other set without the signatures, because mind you, this set here includes all of these characters and then also the signatures from the artist. The other one, which is the 2-packs, each 2-pack is $800, and the body slam is $1,100.
Oh, these dudes are crazy. I really love that Regal Robot.
The Rancor?
Rancor. Oh my God. But man, like that, I would drop four G's for. But are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too much.
That's a bummer.
The big, like, I would go for I want to go for the 2-packs because I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm definitely not going to be able to do the signature.
Anthony,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thanks,
the
Anthony.
super chat. Much appreciated.
Nice.
Nice.
But the thing with the 2-packs is that I can't get all of them. It's because they're only all available for 2 months. That's it.
Yeah.
It's the only chance you got to get it.
Yeah. The
Yeah, so
signatures.
they're made to order then.
They're made to order for 2 months. But at that price point, they're not going to be a big edition size on them.
No.
So I think most people that I've spoken to are looking to get the body slam version, because that's what you see mostly in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, it's like I'm kind of like I'm shitting in my pants right now because I'm still debating if I'm going to pick one up.
Yeah, dude.
That's
I mean,
a lot.
It's a lot. It is. But again, it kind of goes back to the beginning of our conversation, right? It's like focusing the collection a bit more. So if you're gonna go big on something like this, at least you can, because you're not in a million other things. But this is I think kind of extreme. But I'd love to have that signed card too. I mean, that really helps everything. Man.
Yeah. But cool. One of the things I wish they would have done was given you these bases with like little miniature versions of the hollow chest.
Oh, that would be dope. Yeah.
Just to put them in a place.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still cool.
Yeah. Very.
All right. These finally came up for pre-order.
Yes, I saw that. I saw both of them are $950 each,
How
and
come you
then
coach them but not me?
$950 each for the non-signature.
yeah,
The one
and
with the
then
signature is $1,200.
no, they didn't have that listed on the Sideshow
It's up
didn't
there.
have that.
It's up there
So,
now.
okay? Because when I saw it this morning, they wanted $950 for each one, and then they wanted $2,200 for the set.
$1,200 a piece for each one if you want the one with the signature.
Dude, but that thing, that is awesome.
1/3 scale though.
Yeah, that's the kickboxer. I was watching that the other day when the Tong Po's like, "You bleed like my Ling good fuck." I was like, "Yeah, she does."
Yeah, man, he's packing heat in those fists, and in that third leg he's got wrapped up in
that third leg.
his diaper there. Yeah.
If I were to buy any one of these, though, I'd probably want the Bloodsport one. To me, Bloodsport's the more significant of the two movies.
Elijah, what shirt are you talking about, brother? I don't know what you're talking about right now.
George, is that a new shirt you guys put out?
I'm assuming he's talking about the one I just put up on the store, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Let me know which one you're talking about, and I'll tell you.
Yeah. But yeah, the one with the one you have. Do you have the one with the Bloodsport?
Yep. There it is.
Yeah,
nice.
So I like that one. I like that one.
Like
I said, Bloodsport to me is a more significant movie, and then obviously, show me Demak. That's the thing with the brick, and the brick explodes, and then of course, Chung Lee's sitting there, he's like, very good, but brick don't hit back. It's like, it's like I love those movies, man.
Those are the classic, man. Even the Seagal movies from that era, I love all that stuff. This is really cool. I like the base a lot too. I could easily see you could put this right next to, a Bruce Lee piece or something.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a lot more modest about his package here, which is always good.
Hey, Elijah, the Medina Lorian shirt I just put up. I actually put that up there for myself, but I was going to get it up and then show you guys later. But I'll show you guys the image in a few. I like the design on it.
Don't worry, George will get it up for you guys. Don't worry.
I'll get it up.
It would be cool if there was I could see an underbase on this looking good.
Well, see, this is where I feel like this is where I kind of feel they fell short on the base for this. Like the base for the one where he's kickboxer, that's okay because of they fought in that cave at the end of the movie, and that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah.
But the base for the Bloodsport one should have been the ring with it going up on the angle that it does. And I feel like they dropped the ball on that.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah, it is a good point. Good job, Seth. Kong.
Dope.
I would display this.
You mean Bitch of the Monsters? So yeah. It's basically what they made him in that movie was just one giant gorilla bitch.
I liked that movie, man. I had a good time watching that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, for what it was. I liked it. I was actually just watching the old Universal Studios Kong ride, which is one of my favorite rides. So sad all that stuff was taken down. But I like this.
I like the back of it where it shows him in the cave, in the cave and whatnot. That's a cool back piece.
Yeah.
But this is kind of, to me, these kind of pieces are hard to display, especially since they have something going on behind it too. Because most of the times people just put it on a shelf and the back is facing to the wall, so you can't even see. You can't even see what's going on behind him.
That's why I always like open concept displays even if you have to deal with dusting it and everything, then just deal with it, because how do you fully appreciate to fully appreciate something, kind of like a gallery style out in the open, on a big riser or something.
Unless you put them on display, and then the display you can put them on a rotating base and just
on
have
a lazy
it
Susan or something.
Yeah. That what Seth's talking about here is there's something actually sculpted in the back that you want to appreciate. So this would have to either be, like you said, on some kind of rotating base or in the center of your display room.
Yeah.
So it's a big piece. I could see it in the center. So.
Oh, this could definitely be a centerpiece for a bus collection. Yeah.
Oh, it's Mrs. Butterfly.
Man, that's the picture I picked. What the fuck is wrong with me, bro? This is the one I didn't want to pick.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
I think she's black.
I could understand why too. Yeah.
Well, I got the dimensions here. It just looks horrible. I could have had it closer up.
No, you had one that was closer up.
Yeah, that one was the coming soon one. I didn't want that one either.
Yeah. I think they kind of messed up on the portrait. That's me.
No,
she's
not
just she's just like, hi.
There's that.
That's the census is going around is the portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a very anime style when I look at that.
She got a very long spaghetti string arm too. That front arm kind of hanging down. But I just in general just don't really like this.
The other side with the leg too, where it's gripping the leg, she's about to trip.
Yeah, the tentacle is like gripping her or something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this will be a pass.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's
Also,
a total
the portrait expression doesn't really match what like her pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither one. Well, the other one has got a determined look, but I mean, this one here really doesn't. You know, it's pretty and everything, but it just like doesn't make sense.
It seems like she's sitting down at dinner, not
Yeah.
yeah. She's not.
Yeah, the
danger
butterfly
room
on
or
her face.
escaping.
The butterfly on her face kills it for me.
I wouldn't mind the butterfly, but she's got no reaction to the supposed danger she's in, and it's a shame because the sideshow one everybody busted on as well. So now you have two different, sculpting companies and no Psylocke.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Needs a fire hydrant.
So to me, the comic cat Psylocke is the one.
It needs a fire hydrant and a street light.
Yeah.
Street light.
That's going to be the new thing. Anytime we go to pass, fire hydrant, street light are needed.
Somebody call Lame Take.
Oh, dude, yes. This is the 1/10 Irons to do. They killed this line, man.
Yeah.
I love this.
See, I feel this one falls a little short.
Really?
Compared to the other one, compared to Sub-Zero.
Compared to
I still
Sub-Zero.
think it looks
Sub-Zero
cool,
is
though.
awesome. I think,
Yeah.
I love that. I love this. It's actually, that base is very reminiscent of the PCS 1/3 scale.
Yep.
Scorpion.
I just
I
don't
wish
like
they
the
would have
fact that
done
he
this
was
in the movie.
standing there. Yeah, I wish that he would have been like in more of an action pose rather than just standing there with the chain in his
rope.
hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I love this whole line, though. The Goro is awesome. If I collected this scale, man, I'd be all over this. I have the Storm Collectibles stuff, but yeah, I'm taking
Oh
it.
yeah, that one's
cool,
really good.
man.
See, when you look at that and you see this, it's like Sub-Zero really comes
Yeah.
out.
You look at that, you look at this one, and you're like, Sub-Zero wins.
Wins. Yeah. Very talented.
And it's 1/10. It's 1/10, so the price is right. You put that sucker on your desk at work, and
it
when
fits
you
in
go
there.
back.
I
But
think if you put that on your desk at work, you're probably the chances of people coming into your office to talk to you are probably going to be slim pickings.
No, actually, I don't
Yeah.
see that, dude. I think people
Yeah.
see this kind of stuff and they're actually interested in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
I'm
the
gonna
thing,
rip your
because-
spinal cord out. Come here.
yeah, exactly. Because I want to walk into someone's office that has a statue of some dude ripping a spinal cord out of somebody. I mean, like, okay, what does this guy do for fun?
Yeah, you're gonna be the fifth skull on this friggin' rock.
Yeah,
if this
yeah.
conversation
Exactly.
doesn't go well. Dude, this could be one of the best 1/10 scale statues I've seen. I really like this. Imagine if this was like 3rd scale. That would be insane.
Oh, it'd be
oh
really
my
dope.
God,
One tube buckle my shoe just hit the head. That's an HR meeting weight.
yeah.
1, 2, these are about 190 a piece. Each one. And that's it.
Which is price right. I mean that's really price right for you. Anybody can jump on that.
And
Yeah.
that is it.
That's a nice piece.
Let me see if I still have this up here. I could show. Give me a second. They were asking me about, the shirt.
The Shirtolorian.
Yeah, the shirt. All
The shirt DeLorean.
right, here we go. So
Nice.
I did that for myself. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
put
awesome.
myself in the silhouette there.
That's cool,
Woo,
man.
woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, that is.
Oh.
That's cool.
That is
yeah,
nice.
One of my little projects I did today that I finally got out of the way.
That's really cool.
Now, if you go to Galaxy's Edge and you see somebody wearing that,
Oh, ask me what's
that'll
up.
be that'll
I
be
know.
what's up.
That
That'll
would
be
be-
what's up.
That is big time right there.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I would be the guy at Galaxy's Edge wearing it.
George will walk up to the bearded person and be like, "Oh, you're wearing my shirt," and then the guy looks at George and goes, "Oh, your last name is Medina too?"
Yeah. My brother hit me up. He saw it. My brother was like, "Yo, get me one, man." He's like, "I rock that."
That's awesome.
Oh man, this has been a great show, man. I had a good time tonight.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
We needed it.
Yeah, man. Especially after that freaking shot.
Shot
Heard around the world.
You doing okay, Seth?
Oh, me, I'm good, man. I'm ready to go get off of this and go scarf some food, and it's gonna be nappy nap time again. So
Yep. I got a churrasco waiting.
Yeah, I
So-
gotta eat.
Yeah, everybody got to eat. Yeah, it's been going on almost an hour and 40 minutes, so I think it's about time.
Wow.
So, as always, guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Ron, thanks for coming back for the show.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always
problem.
it's always fun, man. Thank you.
boy. Okay, so This is a good one. So Boy Tran is like, Seth, what size shirt do you wear? It's for research. I mean, listen. I wear a XXX just because the gut protrudes a lot more than it used to.
That's nothing, man. XXX.
Yeah. Listen. Contrary to popular belief, I am very conscious about my weight, and people poking fun sometimes, and I know I poke fun at myself. Brian's in here. He's got a butt stuff shirt. I do have a butt stuff shirt. Hey, hope you're having a fun vacation, man. I wish I could have came and joined you guys.
Dubsy.
So yeah, but I wear XXX if that helps with your research. Please take it and do as you want. Just don't send me any private messages saying, sending me a shirt that says, "Hey, my dick's big as your shirt size" or some shit like that. I don't need that shit in my life. I've already had enough people send me weird shit. Actually, Boy Tran is actually Boy Tran. He goes, "You're the new Vin Diesel because I'm XXX."
You're XXX. There you go. But, now you need to get the Lego car, bro. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Justification.
But Boy Tran actually started following me on Instagram the other day, and he actually sent me a picture today, which was really funny, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram. So if you guys actually follow me on Instagram, I'll share. George, it's the picture that I put in the chat with me on the Skeletor body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did that. That was actually pretty funny.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Thor 2941, Seth, you are in shape. You're round. Exactly. So George always says to me.
Shape.
All right.
Ralph, thanks for joining us also, man.
Anytime,
Ralph,
guys.
bro,
Thanks for having me.
Both you. You guys want to come on the show, you just hit me up, say, I want to be on the show. You're not, what did you say today, Ralph? You asked me about
I didn't want to impose or intrude.
Yeah.
I get that. I totally get that.
You guys can get on the show whenever you guys want to come on the show. Like, if you see that we're going to be interviewing somebody and you want to jump on, jump on, bro. It'll be
I
fun
appreciate
show.
it.
Oh, man, thank you.
So, Seth, you know what time it is, bro. Give them one last sing out.
All right, guys. So again, guys, do not forget we're on the road to 30K. So please make sure that happens. Me and George will work on a video, and we'll put out a detail. Hopefully, we'll put out a video this week about the details of the giveaway and everything, and we'll go from there. Other than that, it's so hard to say goodbye to all you in the chat. I'm going to bed now because I got the coup shot and I'm fucking tired. Yeah.
Keep it marvelous.
Coup shot.